Josh, first of all, Happy New Year, and glad to have that little catch-up, of course. Just talk us through, unfortunately, the game that was called off as a player. How do you feel when you get a late call-off?
Obviously, it's a bit frustrating, especially having travelled down the day before, so I was all expecting the game to go ahead. Obviously, after the 4-1 win against Cheltenham, you want to go straight into another game as quick as possible while the confidence is high. So on that front, I found it a bit frustrating.
It's difficult to take, isn't it? Because you're all primed up. You've done all your training, you've done all your preparation, and it's as though you're a bit like a racehorse that goes in the stalls and doesn't come out. There's nothing at the end of that for you. But I guess you've got to be professional and get ready for your next game.
Yeah, in probably hindsight, it's probably not a bad thing with the amount of games we've had over the Christmas period, but obviously lads would rather play than train, so when the game gets called off, it's what you've done throughout the week is like a bit of, not a waste because we've worked hard and whatnot, but obviously what everyone wants to do is play games.
When you assess your first half of the season with Crewe, I know it's been a frustration through a couple of injuries, but you must be well satisfied with how you settled in and how it's going and where the team is at the moment.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I think we probably could be a few points better off if I'm being totally honest, but I think this big half of the second half of the season, is going to be massive, and hopefully we can start it off on Saturday with another 3 points.
This is like sort of the crunch time of the season, isn't it? You start out in sort of June pre-season training, get your friendlies, get your fixtures. They come quickly because all of a sudden you are into the second half of the season, and that's where things are handed out.
Yeah, I think obviously you look at performances, you try and obviously you want good performance, but now it's about getting results, and however they come, we just need to make sure we're on the better side than we're not.
And for you, on that personal note, you put yourself back up to play the last match because you had that problem with the shoulder. It seemed a bit of a worrying time, but at the end of the day, you came out and you got your goals as well, and again, full of confidence for yourself.
Yeah, that's why you sometimes put your body through a bit of pain, but obviously it was a bit frustrating having to come off at Walsall because obviously I didn't feel like I affected the game as much as I wanted to, and then having to come off early, it left me a bit annoyed, but I was just thankful that I could manage my body to get out there for Cheltenham and help the team.
And as you say, next game is Harrogate. You'll know all about them. Of course, it's your former club as well. They're fighting for their lives, and it wasn't long ago that Crewe played another team that were fighting for lives, and we knew what happened that particular night. So you've got to be on your mettle.
100%. I don't think there's any sort of easy game in this league. As we well know, we probably haven't picked up as much points from the teams down there that we'd like to. So hopefully we can flip that and get a result on Saturday.
Obviously, you'll kept in touch with a few people at the football club. How is that feeling? What are you gauging from where they are?
Obviously, they'll probably be a bit disappointed how the season's gone so far. But like you say, they'll be fighting for their lives. They're a hard-working team. Then they never go up. I think last year was in a sort of similar position, and then ended the season quite well. So that they'll be hoping for that similar scenario.
Yeah, it's down to you, isn't it? You've got to get into them. No sentiment. You've got to. You're a Crewe player now, and you want your team to keep rising up the table.
Yeah, well, obviously we want to be at least in the playoffs, so we need to make sure we're on it because, like you said, they'll be fighting for their lives, and so are we. So we just need to keep picking up points.
You were going to assess the league after the first half of the season. It's amazing, isn't it? You just keep going down and down and down and lower, and it's still the same points gap, 2 or 3 points in all them positions.
That's why you've always got to be on your mettle. Like anyone can beat anyone in this league. So obviously it's frustrating when you have a disappointing result, but then you're never far away. So if you can have a good, like you said, couple of months towards the back end of the season, then you stand in good stead.
Well, touch wood, because 1 or 2 players have come back into the setup. There's still too many out long term, but again, when you view that squad of players that the manager's got, the options he's got, you must think we should be there or thereabouts.
100%. I don't think we can use injuries as an excuse because the players we've got here are all capable of doing great things. Even like a lot of young lads, and they'll have very good careers. So I just think it's about having the confidence and the consistency to carry it on.
And when you come up against one of your former clubs, does it give you a bit of extra motivation, or you just take it as another game?
It's easy to say no, but I do think there's always that little extra spice. But it's just about managing it and trying to keep focus throughout the week and making sure I'm ready to come Saturday.
Yeah, no matter how well you did at Harrogate and how many goals you scored and worked for their team, you'll get some stick.
100%. I'm used to all that, so they'll know how I play. So it's probably been more challenging than normal, but I'll be up for the fight.